Hello. Hi, guys. Not sure who will be on at this time. It's very odd time. Dinner time on a Saturday of the long weekend, but I'm just out for a walk with my dog because I just had a fabulous dinner with friends. And I wanted to jump on and talk about, some of you guys may have seen my post. Hello, 2 people already, right on. Seen my post about when I lived in Mexico for a month, and that I was also planning on doing a couple, that I'm also making a big change in my life right now. And I just wanted to kind of talk about, often we really do say, and I used to say all the time, of course, like I use excuses. It's not possible for me. There's no way I can do it. And so I was just going to talk about a few times in my life when I've really stopped the excuses and I made the decision. Thank you. And I really went for it and how things changed in my life. So when I was living in Edmonton, Alberta, where it snows a lot, and that's where I was born and raised. I never wanted to live there ever. It was always too cold, still is for me. And I never really liked it there. And so since I was 5 years old, I told my parents, I'm going to move to California, someplace warm. And that was always what I wanted to do. And then I got married, had a child, and I was a single mom for years. And I did what I could to support her and stay in one place and have more stable. But I always dreamed of moving away, right? Always. It was always in the back of my head. And it was always like, I'm going to do this. This is something I'm going to do. And it was actually almost like a knowing and a belief. It was like, I know that this is going to happen for me. I will go live by the ocean. I know it, right? And oh my God, you guys, it takes years. Like, I finally moved here in 2001, right? I was in my late 30s when I moved to Nanaimo on Vancouver Island, which is the warmest place in Canada, the place by the ocean. I'm surrounded by the ocean. And so I finally, I brought my daughter here and I got to live. Like, truly, I left a job that was, I've never made that much money since. I left a really high paying job, a really secure job. Oh, great. People are coming. I'm going to swear. But anyways, oh, they're going up there. Good. And so I left a really secure job because I was choosing. I knew this is what I wanted to do. And it was like, people would think I was crazy for leaving the secure job I had, for leaving the job where I got 9 weeks off holiday a year, and I got paid extremely well, and I got paid for all of that. And I had a pension, and they put money on my RSPs, and I was set up for life, basically, if I would have stayed there. But of course, that job was not serving me, and it was not where I chose to stay or what I chose to do in life. It just wasn't fulfilling. And so then I always knew I would move. And so it was just like, it's a belief, right? It's a belief that you keep inside of you and just saying, no matter what, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, no matter what it takes. And sometimes when I talk about that, people go, oh, well, you get to do this, you got to do that. Oh, just wait, there's a big dog in my dog. Bailey, come here. Sorry, guys, just a minute. Come here, Bailey. And so some people say, oh, well, you're the lucky one, or you had this opportunity, or I'm not able to do this because of this. So what I want you to know also is that I waited for years to be able to really fully do something I really wanted to. So it's not like, if you desire to do something, but just because you don't have the opportunity to do it now, it doesn't mean you'll never be able to do it. And don't give up hope, right? Like, don't ever say, well, obviously, whoever gets to do it is lucky, but me, I have all these things in my life, so there's no way I can do it, right? That is, you're right there, you're making a decision that you will never be able to do it, right? And then you form the belief inside of you that you will never be able to do it. So I want you to be aware of that you would be making the decision yourself then that you're never able to do it. So really watch what you say, watch what you think. So if you have something you've always wanted to do, first of all, you need the belief, and that comes with losing weight. That comes with exercising, any type of thing in life you are choosing to do. Then you just have the belief, and you never, ever, ever give up. And instead of thinking of all the reasons why you can't do it, you truly focus on, how can I make it happen? Now, I've been here since 2001, and, it's not where I always wanted to be, because I always wanted to be in a warm tropical place in the winter. So now in 1 month or so, I'm going to live in a warm tropical place. And that, that has been something that I've been using excuses why I can't do it for years. Believe me, you guys, I've had so many excuses why I can't do that. And everybody knows I'm wanting to do it. Come here, Bailey, get back up here. Oh my God, sorry. I've been wanting to do it. You know, and I tell people I'm going to do it, but there's always some excuse why I can't do it. Bailey, get back. He's got his leash. He's going to get it stuck somewhere. Come here. And there was always an excuse why I couldn't do it, right? So I saw it. I saw myself making these excuses for myself. And yes, for a while I needed to take care of my daughter and my mom. And you know, that's true. But I want you to know that that's true. Sometimes we have things in our life that we need to take care of first, right? Like I needed to... Now my freaking keys are gone. Now my keys are gone. Oh, there they are. I needed to take care of my daughter, and I needed to do things, help my mom out for a while. So there again, they were true excuses why I couldn't do what I wanted. But I never gave up. I never once said, oh, well, then forget it. My life is over. I'll never be able to do that. I'm too old. I just kept saying, not right now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to see how I can make it happen. And so now... Now it's kind of like it's like everybody's like, when are you going to go? When are you going to go? Are you really going to do it? And I'm like, yeah, I am, for sure. I'm really going to do it. You know, it's going to happen. Yes. I just don't know when yet. So I was always keeping it in the future, always in the future. Yes, it's going to happen. Yes. And then, of course, the more I started to research it, the more I kept thinking, I'm going to do this. Then the more the belief formed in my head that I can do it. And the more... my partner, my ex-boyfriend, whatever, we talked about it. We both had things we want to do. And so he's going in one direction and I'm going in another direction. And I did tell him, you need to give me a kick in the butt to get going. Like, I need that, right? Because we all do sometimes. So, of course, he's been great. He's been giving me like the push and the kick in the butt. And so now that's when it's come to. But it's very, very fast. So probably in about a month, right? In about a month, which is huge. I'm making a huge change again in my life. But I'm not scared at all. I'm more excited. So now finally, so when you're really ready, you're more excited than scared. I noticed that in the past, when I thought about doing it, I was very nervous, very scared, and I felt like there's no way I can do it. How am I going to do it? All these worries came into my mind. So then I've been constantly working on my beliefs and my mindset. And really, Diana, don't you want to truly just live your life? Like, I've always wanted to do this. So I'm like, I can't imagine not doing it. Like, I can't imagine living my life without doing what I truly wanted always to do. And so it gets to that. It gets like this, finally, you're like, I don't want to live my life unless I'm doing what I truly want to do. Like, I can't imagine not doing it. So, Diana, you're going to do it. And it was just building this belief and building. And then instead of saying all the reasons why I can't do it, I had to get to all the reasons why I can do it. With everything, guys, it goes with every single thing. You are always going to be focused on how can you make this happen? Not, oh my God, there's no way I can make this happen. And I have to say, I hear many people talk. I work in coffee shops. I hear people all the time, as in I work on my computer. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to read these comments after because I'm outside and I don't have my glasses on. But anything is possible, and I know that triggers people. So if it's triggering you right now, it's because you believe it's not possible for you or whatever you want to do. You may not want to travel. Doesn't matter to me. Whatever you truly want to do is the most important thing for you, right? What have you always wanted to do? And I want you to challenge yourself. It's not impossible. There may be circumstances in your life right now where it seems like it can't happen right now, but also that doesn't mean it's never going to happen, right? It's always possible. There are always ways to make it happen. And the best thing you can do is start to ask yourself, ask for divine guidance, ask, how can I make this happen? What are some things I can do now to make this happen, right? And just go with faith and trust, knowing that you're deciding this. So it's about making a decision, but also having the belief in yourself and in what you choose to do. And it's more like, I've always wanted to do this, so it's meant for me. I'm meant to do this because I've wanted to do stuff like this since I was about 5 or 6. But, you know, in the 70s and 80s, how could I have gone and worked in another area of the world? Like, I don't even know, right? So I chose to begin to build a business online. And it's probably been 10 years, but I've always worked, right? but I've chosen to start to make a business online. And that's what I mean. You guys are saying, like, I know it's hard to say, well, I could never do that. 10 years ago, I could have never thought of doing that. So I chose that that's something that I wanted to do. Then I began to do things to bring it into being. And that's what you got to do. It's not like one day it's going to be handed to you. Here you go. You'll be able to do this. Or you're waiting to win $2 million so you could totally live your dream life, right? It's about starting. What do you really want? What do you desire? How can you begin to start making it happen now? And believe me, it may take you 2 years, 4 years, 10 years. But isn't it better to start than to never start at all? And then when you're in your 80s or whatever, always having these regrets. Wow, when I was 50, I was so young. I should have done it, right? Like, we see ourselves as old now, or like maybe it's too late, but you guys, in 30 years, we're going to look at ourselves now and go, we were so young. Why didn't I make it happen? And so where I'm going to be old there. I'm going to be one of the old ones, because there's so many young ones in their 20s, traveling and working on their computers now. So it's going to be awkward, right? Because I'm going to be in my 50s. It's just like I'm going to stand out. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. And how long am I going to stay there? I don't know. I might stay 2 months and then travel on to the next spot. I don't know. But, it really came down to I could choose to stay here in this and pay huge amounts of rent, huge rents, but really not be where I truly want to be. Like, that would be silly. Why would I choose that, right? So why don't I take that step, go somewhere where the rent is way cheaper, where it's beautiful, I can have healthy, amazing food every day, great fruit, live in a warm tropical climate, pay less rent, less living expenses, and actually do what I truly want to do. So that's what I'm going to be doing in about a month. I'm not sure exactly when, but, and it is happening because it has to, because I don't want to rent a place. So that here, anyways, that's what I'm going to do. So I just want to say to you, yeah, it's sometimes, so often we say, well, it's not possible for me. I'm not going to be able to do that, right? Someone said, I'm just talking about Edmonton. Who is this? Oh, Carrie. Hey, Carrie. I will probably go to Edmonton first. Are you going to move back to Edmonton? Really? My mom doesn't know, by the way, Carrie. I'm saying this to all the world except my mom. Don't say anything, Carrie. I got to tell her really soon, though. I do. I'll tell her when next time she calls. But I kept it. I didn't tell too many people because you know me, Carrie. You know me, or you don't know me, maybe, but most of my family does. I say things all the time, and I never quite do them. So, for years, I've always said I wanted to do things that I want, because I changed my mind a lot. I'm multi-passionate. But the thing is that this time I'm really going to do it, because I can either pay rent here, where I don't really choose to be all the time, or I can pay rent where I really want to be. So you might as well do that, right? Why not? Why not? And it hasn't been easy, you guys. My daughter died. Like, it's not like people don't go thinking I have it easy. Don't go thinking that, well, you can, you're lucky. It's bad. There's circumstances that we don't even know are going to happen in our life that'll affect us in huge ways. And with my daughter passing away too, it also really, it was like, you know what? What am I here for? Like, I need to start living the life I want to live. For God's sakes, like, what's it going to take for me to finally do that, right? All those years I've wanted to. I was totally happy being there to support her and being around her and raising her. That I knew was where I needed to be and wanted to be at the moment. Now I can make a new choice. Now I can choose where I want to be and what I want to do. And so I highly encourage you too, not to think of your dreams as, well, if they can't come true in 2 months, then forget it, it's too late. That what are they? And if you want to start making them happen, start now. Start now. Because it's amazing what may open up for you, and you may not even decide, you may take a different path. We don't know. I may be there for 2 months and come back. I have no idea. And I am not going to promise anything. I'm just going to go with what feels right and do with what feels right, because I know now that this part of my life, it's about living. Because I am not just going to sit back and not truly live for the rest of my life, because I know I will regret it. Thank you for listening Nice having you on, Carrie. I probably will go back to, are you moving back, Carrie, or are you just coming back to Edmonton? Carrie's my cousin for everybody else who's watching. Are you moving back to Edmonton or just visiting? Because I can't read your whole comment. And I haven't seen you for so many years. Holy cow. But anyways, I'm going to sign off now and follow your dreams, you guys, whatever that may be. If you are completely happy where you are in life, I absolutely congratulate you because you made it happen. And that is so fantastic. So fantastic. If you've created a life that you love right now, oh my God, good for you. Whoever's done that, good on you. That's exactly what we're meant to do. So be happy with it. All right. Take care, everyone. I'm signing off. Let me know you watched. Bye-bye.